The January 6th committee issuing a new round of subpoenas focusing on groups and individuals with connections to the attack on the Capitol. NBC News political reporter Sahil Kapoor joining me now from the Hill. Sahil, you have details on this brand new round of subpoenas. Who do they target? How are those folks connected to January 6th? What should we know?
Allison, a brand new round of subpoenas coming from the January 6th Select Committee, and this round targets several extremist groups that the committee believes was involved in the violence on this Capitol on the day of January 6th. The names of the groups are the Oath Keepers, the Proud Boys, and a group called the First Amendment Praetorian. The names you see there include leaders of the groups who have been sent separate letters along with the letters to the groups themselves. The committee believes this is squarely within its mandate, which includes investigating the events of January 6th and everything that led up to it. These groups are understood to have either called for violence, to have supported it, or to have suggested that it was imminent. And the committee appears to want answers from the leaders of these groups as to what exactly they knew and whether they were involved in pushing people to commit violence on this building.
Sahil, let's go back a day. On Monday, the committee issued subpoenas for Trump advisor Roger Stone and InfoWars founder Alex Jones. What can you tell us there, and are the two of them cooperating?
Yeah, that was part of a round of 5 subpoenas. Those two were the most prominent names. These are two professional conspiracy theorists who relish in political combat. So far, there's no indication that these two men intend to cooperate. That could, of course, change. They have put out defiant statements, either themselves or through a representative, criticizing the work of this committee. And if there's anybody else, who we're aware of based on their past actions, who might want to fall into the Steve Bannon category of martyring themselves politically for the cause of Donald Trump, I would look out for these two men to be potentially a part of that. But the committee, of course, says that that they fall within the purview of this investigation, and that they were in Washington helping organize or plan or speak at potentially the rallies leading up to January 6th, and they've sent those letters out for subpoenas.
Sahil, the January 6th committee saying that it needs documents for its investigation right now, that it absolutely cannot wait. What's the committee arguing here?
The documents that it's talking about are requests from the National Archives of all sorts of White House documents, including calls and logs and visitors, all sorts of communications that happened at the highest levels of the White House leading up to January 6th. Now, a U.S. Court of Appeals in Washington is set to hear arguments on November 30th about this case, which former President Trump is citing executive privilege to block these documents. Let's put up on the screen what the committee is arguing here. They're asking the court to release these documents on the basis that delay would inflict a serious constitutional injury on the Select Committee by interfering with its legislative duty, and they say these documents are necessary to shape the direction of this investigation. Now, the committee is not under a specific deadline here, at least under the statute, but the functional deadline here comes about a year from now, when the midterm elections in 2022 are up. Control of the House is at stake there, and Republican leaders are strongly against this committee and its work, and there is a real risk that if they take control before the panel is able to finish up, that they will not let the committee finish its work, that they will potentially stop it or shut it down. Allison.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.